So a lot of foot traffic in this hallway.
That's the point, Margaret. Now the...
Sorry, guys. No time for scripted talk. And she can just stay right there. Closet. Hold on, I'm going to check out some stuff in the chat. Yeah, really good point from KGAD about just playing the HUD in games like this, because, yeah, like in this game you really can ride the light gem very hard, because that, along with sound, is just a very clear overall measure of how visible, of just how, you know, how safe you are. And yeah, you end up doing these like relatively unrealistic things just on the basis of like, well, this is, you know, I'm safe here, even though, you know, like I'm actually somewhat safe here, even though it doesn't really seem like I should be. It's interesting, yeah. Like I've heard from people who worked on these first two games that originally they did have more complicated heuristics for just like how visible you were, but all of them were like really hard to tell. I mean, in a first-person game, it's really hard to tell like how much light is hitting your total body because you have very little awareness of that body. So they ended up just like, it's really like only a little bit more complicated than just sampling the value of the light map that's at your feet, you know. And then that became like a pretty useful constraint for the level designers to use. So yeah, and whereas like yeah, I mean in a game that's third person or something, you can actually get a lot more true to life. Like yeah, Mark of the Ninja, it's like okay, you know, it's got like these per pixel light sources and stuff, and so if any part of that of your ninja is visible, then you kind of know, you know, you have all the clear feedback you really need. So yeah, I think that's something that like a first-person game is probably always going to have to kind of deal with a little bit of arbitrary, you know, game mechanics-iness in this regard. And yeah, the light gem just happens to be like, you know... What? Sorry, I just heard somebody's complaining here. Oh, wow. It's a party guest walking. Okay, come on. Yeah, I kind of thought I had this level cleared out, but, oh, great.
Is this a thief I see before?
Nope. Yeah, these guys are really wandering around here. Oh, great. I wonder if it's the same little jerko servant that was wandering around. No, not child. Yeah, compared to a lot of Thief levels, the Soulforge itself is actually kind of sparse in terms of just like interactive stuff and loot. You know, I mean, it would have been way bigger if it had been the entirety of this mission, obviously. Like this library probably would have had a few secrets in it or something if it had been part of a smaller, more singularly focused level.
Message number 5 of 6.
The builder created beauty to bring us joy. For the joyful of spirit, work the longest. And in this gallery we find beauty. Find death thou surely have precious something on at first hint of trouble they will call for the nearest guard.
So very cold.
Who's there?
Oh, damn it. Yeah. Wow, these people aren't making any sounds. That's odd. So yeah, that's another ladder dismount bummer, is I was trying to just get off this ladder and step onto the floor like I would be able to do if I was a normal human being, but I can't seem to be able to do that. And the servant is mumbling extremely creepily.
Finally, whatever that was. Look around until you find him. Do not bother yourself again for such trivia.
My god, yeah. The voice work on this is just incredibly creepy. I'm pretty sure we're hearing Terry Brocious' voice there, the voice of Victoria in this game, and Shodan from System Shock 2 and System Shock 1, obviously.
I guess it was nothing.
that was.
Yep, not even a little bit creepy. They just talk about death the whole time, and yeah.
Who's making those noises?
And we got another bed stander here. Good night, hovering bed stander. Sleep it off. Ah, yes, that room. We'll come back to that one later. Oh yeah, the key that I got off of Mr. Bedstander there is the Carlisle Armory key, which is actually an area that we missed on the way over here. So we'll stop by there in the city on the way back. Could technically go back there now and scoop up a whole bunch of sweet resources and things like that, but I don't know, doesn't seem worth it. We're doing okay. Ugh, another mace. Thanks, Emil. Trolling us. Okay, so this level is starting to feel relatively safe now.
Who's that? Please don't play games.
Which again is boring, but that voice there, Mr. Who's That? Please Don't Play Games, that is without a doubt the voice of Dorian Hart in Old Time Looking Glass Guy, and then went to Irrational, and I worked with him on Bioshock 1. And he's a man of many voices, but his nervous, wimpy